Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. Excuse me. It is Tuesday, the 10th of May, 2022, going on 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 43% humidity out there here in Northeast Florida, which would be 25 degrees Celsius. So, we are off to get the G-Brats. Oh, Granddad is an old man said something yesterday, I think it was, in a comment. It's been on my mind for a while now. I'm not going to know what to do once school is out here at the end of this month, and I'm not hauling these brats every day. They're changing schools next year, and they'll be riding the bus, so I won't be needed to pick them up, and more than likely their grandma lives on the same property, so anytime that they need, to be watched for an hour or so, she's available. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a real change. So I'm not going to miss the little monsters. Of course, I can always, I'll still be going over there probably once a week for dinner, but it's not the same, and it's not, I've gotten pretty used to this schedule when I'm off, like for spring break. It was a bit complicated figuring it out. Well, not complicated figuring it out. It was, I don't know. It was different. Trying to figure out what you're going to do with your day. Even though, oh wow, I put in too much lime. Ooh, that's puckery. Yeah, like, even though it's only a couple of hours each day, it's each day. It's every day of the week. So it gives you a couple of extra hours. It gives me a couple of extra hours to fill. Which, I mean, maybe that'll end up in more content. We'll have to see. Of course, it's happening right as the summer months come in, so that's always a factor. And there's also, there's a possibility that I'll be watching them a couple days a week during the summer. So, because Grandma can watch them, but they run roughshod on her. So, it's sometimes better for me to be over there, even if I only get over there at noon and watch them for 3 or 4 hours and give Grandma a break. So, anyway, like I said, part of it's still up in the air, and the neighbor is moving, that's even worse for me, I think. I've gotten really attached to that little girl, and vice versa. So they're not moving far, and they they tell her, oh, well, you know, we'll bring you over so you can play with the boys and see Pop or whatever. But, hey, you know, we've all been there. We know how, you know, good intentions slowly fade away. So, yeah. That's possibly going to happen right around the same time at the end of the month. They're going to put their house on the market. And with the way the market is nowadays, it's going to, they're going to get grabbed up right away, I think. So, yeah. This is going to be, the end of this month is going to be a drastic change for me. Now, the last week of the month, I'm going to be spending over there, not this Friday, but the following Friday. I go over there, and I'll be staying there until the following Sunday, because Mom and Dad are going on a they're going up to North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever the Outer Banks are, for a cousin weekend. My other daughter's going up that way also. At first I thought I was going to have the other grand brat as well, but his other granddad's going to keep him, get him to school and pick him up and etc. Which I was going to have difficulties getting taken care of. So, anyway. Like I said, it's going to be a big change. We'll see. I mean, I'm still going to be messing around with my, you know, trying to reorganize my room. Even though, like, right now I'm doing preliminary sorting and putting into boxes. But I want to get more of the sportsman crates, the Plano sportsman trunks. They fit a lot, and they'll fill in the spaces that I have well. So I'll be transferring some stuff into boxes like that. Just like I said, just basic, you know, reorganizing what I'm trying to organize now. So, like, my art stuff isn't set up. I've got a couple of things set up near my desk, which is a tornado hit my desk, I swear. Although my thoughts go out to those who were actually hit by a tornado. Excuse me. Oh, that's got a pucker factor. Just because, like, you know, even last night I was going through a couple of little boxes and just putting stuff up on my desk because I didn't know where to put it at the moment. So it's going to take, you know, I'm going to sit down at the desk and actually, you know, go through and put the little things up there away and wherever I figure out I want to put them. You know, or just didn't feel like, I got tossed a bunch of pens and pencils up there. I didn't feel like digging out the whole box of pencils that I've got. So, you know, need to sit down and pull out all those pencils and put them in, you know, pull out the box that I have and put them in there. Just little stuff, and like I said, I know there's still 2 boxes full of my I call it art stuff, but it you know, it's various things. There's everything that was in the one cabinet is in a box that's out in the shed, and that's got like my leather punches and leather needles and some paint and paint brushes and tape, staple guns, a decent hole punch. Just, you know, stuff that I know that I've got, but I don't have handy right now. And I go to look for it. It's like, that's right, it's still out in the shed. So, but I don't want to pull that stuff in until I get done all the other boxes that are still in the house. I can still move boxes from the house out to the shed, but I don't want to do the reverse yet. I mean, there's a whole big bin full of power tools that are out there, and I've got another, I don't know, 7 power tools in the, I'm not counting the ones the son just gave me. There's another bin that I put stuff in. There's I don't know, there's like 3 drills in there, a heat gun, yeah, just a couple of, there's a jigsaw or saber saw or scroll saw, whatever you want to call it. So that the bin that's out in the shed, I'm going to need to make a bigger, turn into a bigger bin, or separate it down into, you know, this is a bin full of drills and this is a bin full of saws. I mean, some people will say, how many drills do you need? I don't know. I've got a bunch. So they're all corded too. Most of the cordless drills that I've had don't last real well for me. I don't know why. Probably because I don't buy like real good quality Harbor Freight type stuff. So I don't know. A nice DeWalt would work nice for me, or maybe a Milwaukee, something. I've had some Ryobis; they're pretty decent. But every time you buy a battery operated tool, it's like a computer. You buy it today, and tomorrow they come out with the newer version. So you buy a 12 volt, they come out with a 16. You buy the 16, they come out with an 18. Now they've got 36 volt, I think. Maybe even 48. I don't know. But kind of crazy. So, alright. We're at the end of the trip. What kind of time is it? Ooh, I'm early. Must have gotten out of the house early. So, I talked to my brother as I was getting ready to leave, and I said, did you see what I found last night? And he walked out and went, oh my God. He's like, I was just thinking about going out and buying one of them. And you were? He said, yeah. They've been talking, one of his friends have been talking, they go out kayaking and fishing and whatever. I said, well, that's kind of a small one, but it would probably work. You know, you're welcome to borrow one. We have to do a little bit of work on the yellow one to make it nice enough, but so there you go. Just, you know, because like I said, I keep saying I'm going to stop trash picking, but then, you know, come across something like that, and If he can use it, fine. I think it's a little small for him. I looked them up last night. They have a weight limit of 130 pounds. So even two of them combined is it's only 260, and I'm just under 300. So it might work. It might work. It'd probably be better to use as an outrigger. Use one of them as an outrigger on a bigger kayak. But that's all right. I'm going to take one of the ones the grandparents have, put it in the pool, and see how it works in the pool with me. Just one of the small ones. If it sinks, it sinks. If it doesn't, we'll see what I think about that, and maybe. But in the meantime, I think my brother may get some use out of it, which is a good thing, even if only one of them gets used. And we'll do a video on repairing the other one, and maybe leave it at the pond for somebody else to use. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here so I can get this posted. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantabulous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fantabulous day. Sláinte, y'all.